Hey guys, I'm Bob, and I'm out here in my shed gym. And I used to use these crappy dumbbell handles from that I bought at Walmart. And you can see that the plastic material that they put on top, the material that you actually grip, it just started to erode and break off in time. I learned quickly that I had to get something new. And let me show you quickly what I bought. So I did a little bit of research, and I found these Yes4All dumbbell handles. They're 14 inches long, and they fit 1-inch hole plates. I didn't want to have to buy all the plates over, so I looked into this, and I'm just going to unbox these right now. They come 2 in a box. I actually bought 4 boxes, so 8 in total. Here's one. And here's the other. Fill out the box. When I bought them, I bought actually 4 of that size box. And they came in a bigger box, so it was well packaged. So they're made of chrome steel. And chrome steel is one of the classes of non-stainless steels that you use for tools, utensils, etc. So they're actually very well made. They have these star collars, they call them. And, they look like a star. And one thing that is unique about these is that they have like a rubber seal here, which helps grab the weights when you have them actually on the bar, on the dumbbell handle. And there's also another rubber seal in here as well. I have noticed I've actually been using these for close to a year now. Finally getting around to doing the video because I like to use a tool or a piece of equipment, workout equipment, for a while before I even review it. One thing I notice is that this particular seal in here sometimes will deform due to the pushing of the weights and the tightening of the collar, pushing the weights against this. But that's fine. I don't even think you need this particular one. It's this one that is more important in my mind because it really grips the weights on the outside. Even without this here, it'll still hold the weights, no problem. Let's just do some quick measurements. I'm going to take off the other collar. This is, they said they're 14 inches long, but it's more like just a little over 13 3/4, which is close enough. The section here that has the knurling is about 4.5 inches long. It's perfectly fine for my hands. Maybe if you have monster hands, this might not be perfect. They do make 16-inch versions of these dumbbell handles. I'll leave links in the description for this as well as the larger version, but this has been perfect for me. So another thing, the section where you actually have the weights is about exactly 4 inches, which is plenty of length if you needed to put. I have 25-pound weights, and you could actually put 3 25-pound weights on this, so you could actually, have up to 150 pounds on one particular dumbbell handle, which is more than you're going to need. And the difference between the Walmart version here and this version is that the knurling is actually baked into the steel. This is just placed right on. This is plastic that's put right on top of the metal, and you can see how that easily just kind of broke up, and they're basically useless at this point. I had about 8 of these, maybe 10. I just had to throw them out. But what I like about this is knurling is kind of the fabric, or the design that's kind of baked into the steel. It's typically a crosshatch, which you find in any type of workout equipment. It's the area that you're going to be gripping with your hands. Sometimes knurling can be pretty deep. This is fairly shallow, so it doesn't hurt your hands, even though, you know, most lifters have calluses on their hands. This one here doesn't hurt your hands at all, even if you didn't have calloused hands. That's one thing I really like about it. But I've been using these now for, as I say, a little bit over a year. Actually, a little bit under a year. And I really like them. I have the only thing that has had any type of deformity, as I mentioned, is this seal inside here. But even without this seal, it would just hold fine. And the reason I like to use dumbbell handles is because in a small workout area, you need to be able to be flexible. I don't have the money or the room to have a bunch of dumbbells across the wall. You know, like in a gym where you starts at maybe 15 or 20 pounds and goes up to 150. I have 4 of these I have 8 of these dumbbell handles, and I could buy more. And I just basically make the weights or make the dumbbell when I need it for working out. If I need to do flies, I can make 30, 40, 50s. I can go up to 100. I can actually go up to 150 if I needed to. If I wanted to do curls, I could just make the curls whatever weight I want them to be, because I have a lot of different free weights. Let me show you some of the dumbbells that I've actually been using thus far. So I have a couple of 50-pound dumbbells in the back there. Those are 25-pound plates. I have some 60-pound dumbbells right here. I have some, these are 35-pound dumbbells. So, I mean, you can basically mix and match, make whatever size you need. I have now 2 more here that I can use to create any other, you know, any size dumbbell that I need for my workout. I did mention a little bit of deformity in the rubber seal. This one here I've had for quite a while, and you can see the rubber seal is actually bending away. It's deforming a little bit, but it hasn't affected anything to do with the weight itself, with the dumbbell itself, because it stays in place, it doesn't move around. So I don't think that's a big deal. I do think as I mentioned previously, that on the collars, that seal is much more important than the one in the back on the inside of the section where the weights are placed. Another thing, there's actually a good and bad to that seal that's on the inside of the collar. Occasionally there will be an issue where it's hard to actually, you know, unscrew it. So in a case like that, all I have to do is just grab a small hammer or something and just start it that way. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but it would be good to have something like a hammer in the area, or something that you could actually use to loosen it if need be. But other than that, I think I've been very happy with these Yes4All Dumbbell Handles. They've done the job for me, other than the little bit of deformity in the seal on the inside of the actual dumbbell handle. They've worked awesome for me. They're easy to take off and put on. Sometimes they do get stuck. But anything like a small hammer or regular hammer, you can easily just, you know, unscrew them. I'll probably buy a few more so that I can, you know, set up different weights. If I wanted to do flies one day, I can set up, you know, 50, 60, 70, so I don't have to make them on the fly. But that's a great part of it, is that you can make whatever size dumbbell you need on the fly. Great for a small area like a shed, which is what I have. I actually have a heated shed. It's insulated. I have other videos about me insulating my shed. You may want to look into, but I'm very happy with these, you know, Yes4All dumbbell handles. They'll do the job for you. Stay away from the Walmart version that I showed you earlier. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I appreciate any questions or comments that you may have.